Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's just a quick update video. It's been a few weeks since I put out my last installment of the restoration of the 1950 Raleigh Dawn Tourist. So main issue is it's been very wet outside, and it's a lot darker in the evenings these days. I mean, it is November now, so opportunities to film outside are few and far between. What have I done off camera in that meantime? Well, I've reassembled most of the rod brake mechanism. Actually, I've reassembled all of the rod brake mechanism. What am I talking about? I have dismantled it all, stripped the paint off, cleaned it up as best as I could with the evapor rust. I'm still to go over it with some boiled linseed oil, which will protect it, prevent it from corroding. So definitely going for that kind of oily rag look. I've finished reassembling the chain case, installing the cranks and the chain itself. Reinstalling the chain was an absolute pain. Oh, hello, Keiko. Hi. Hello there. Have you decided to join us? Oh, you're a good girl. Yes. So, yeah, putting the chain in was absolute pain. I had to put the bike in a stand and kind of tilt it vertically and try to drop the chain through to the other end, and then get it and then tilt it the other way in order to get the rest of the chain back down through the case and to put in the quick link. That was a tip I picked up from Velocipedium. Go check out that channel. It's a great channel if you like old bikes like this. And Keiko, do not go down there. Come on. Oi, 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 oi. Leave it. Keiko, leave it. Oh. Keiko, give. Right, you're in doggy jail for the time being, just while I do this. If you can't be good. Just try to eat a bit of cement or something, or mortar that's fallen out of the bricks. Yes, wag your tail all you like. You no. Yes, stay there. Okay. Where was I? So, what else have I done? Well, I've assembled the mud guards, or started putting the mud guards back on. Front mud guard, I just went over with some T-cut. It's not had a repaint. It was in pretty good condition. The only annoying issue is that it has this tendency to bend one way, but I think I need to do some more adjusting. The handlebars themselves still require some attention. I've started polishing them up a bit, but yeah, it's not fantastic at the moment. See, I might just give them a good going over, polish them up as best as I can, and then put some boiled linseed oil on these parts to inhibit more corrosion. So I've started going over that with some wire brush and stuff to clean up the rust there. Yeah, so yeah, it's coming together finally after all this time. So I've decided to stick with the original trigger that it came with. So this is a late 60s, early 70s Sturmey Archer trigger, apparently. I mean, the bike is 1950, the rear hub is 1956, and the trigger is 1960s, 70s, so it's had a few changes over the years. I need to fit a new cable. It comes out here, runs down to here, through that clip, and then to this stop, which I've positioned over here. I've just put some rubber offcuts here just to pad this out because the clamp was too big for the tube. So I'll probably position this further along, but not too far forward. And there's the wheel that then takes the cable down to the rear hub. I've got a Sturmey Archer trigger cable kit. The cable is 1.57 meters long and the housing is 1.42 meters long. So that comes with all this you need. So in here we've got the hose with the bit that goes in to the trigger. So here, yeah, that goes in like that. So if you can compare this with the original cable, so the original one had this screw type, but looking at the trigger doesn't actually take the screw type fitting, so this will be a handy spare for other projects. So the housing on this is pretty far gone, so that's why I've got this kit. So what I'll do is I'll fit this, I'll trim it to length. I'll probably only need 1/2 meter at most of this. You can take this end ferrule off and shorten the housing to fit, so I'll do that. And then here we've got a new cable with the end stop, so that'll obviously go through on the trigger end, and then it's not a fixed length this, so you can trim it to suit. In the pack you get the latest style clamp where you can just adjust the cable to length rather than having the kind where it's not adjustable and it's just soldered on the end. I do still have that, and I can fit that in future if I want, but yeah, for ease of use I'll go with this. There's a barrel adjuster as well, but I don't think I'll be using that. There's not really anywhere that you could put this on this frame. The biggest remaining job to do before I can get this bike on the road is repairing the rear mudguard. So the rear mudguard was very rusty. The stays had rusted off. I've managed to take off the rear reflector, which was very rusted on. Had to cut through the bolts to get that off. It's had a good soaking in the evapor rust, and I've trimmed off the worst of the end here where it was just kind of rusted to pieces. It needs neatening up. I will do that later. So it needs a very good going over with some teacup to take off this old paint and grime and stuff, and I'll treat it with some cure rust to tidy up these patches, and depending on how bad they are, I may give it a light repaint in places. I'm hoping it'll come up as well as the front mudguard did, because that turned out quite nice. I'll probably put a picture on screen showing the comparison between them. So the stays have rusted off. You can see where they used to be. I could have them re-welded, but that's probably going to cost more than it's worth. But what I do have is a rear mudguard stay, period mudguard stay, from that box of parts I got a few months ago now. And I figured what I could do is, it needs shortening slightly. It's slightly too long compared to the original ones, but if I shorten it by adjusting these hooks here, bending them back a bit or flexing it out, bending the stays outwards in order to kind of shorten the effective length. To attach it, I was thinking of drilling another hole or another couple of holes near where the rear reflector goes or would go, and passing cable tie through to attach the mudguard to the stay, and then that would, it would be effectively hinged, wouldn't it? So that would allow me to get like the right angles when I'm fitting it all back together. So it's a bit of a hack slash bodge, but I figured it'd be pretty straightforward to do. And if I don't like the look of it and I can find a reasonable price for a welder to reattach the original stays, I can go with that. Or I can just get a new mudguard altogether. But I want to try and keep it as original as possible. So let me know what you think of that idea in the comment section. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. So on here, it's quite a bit rounded off. I've tried to reshape it a bit, but it's not great. So I can either spend more time redoing that into a decent shape, or one of the other spares I got in the box was another set of handlebars, which are in pretty poor shape, but they do have a quill stem nut. I can't remember what it's called. They have one of these. They have one of these in pretty good shape. I could try reshaping the other one, or I can just swap it out for this one. It's quite a bit thicker than the original, but I don't think anyone would notice, to be honest. That's an option. So, with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please press like, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon so you know when future episodes come out. And until next time, bye for now. Are you bored? Keiko, are we done? Yes, we're done. Right, come on, let's go inside now. Come on. Yes, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Good girl. Come on. Right. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Keiko. Bye-bye. Oh, good girl. Right. Bye, everyone.